Hello, universe. Welcome to my world. Angelina Jordan is the main topic of our discussion today, just like every other video we've made. So here we are. Now, I'm going to use the format which I've done a few times before. I'm going to take one song of Angelina Jordan's and I'm going to show seven other artists by contrast. And it is a very interesting journey. The song we're going to do today is Make You Feel My Love. Now, we're going to do seven other artists before we get to Angelina Jordan. This song was written in 1997. And the first song we will listen to is sung by Mr. Bob Dylan, who also wrote the song. Now, I need your patience because I'm going to indulge myself and I'm going to speak about Bob Dylan for 1 minute. Bob Dylan, you really needed to live through the 60s to understand the impact that he had throughout the world and throughout the culture. He was more than a pioneer. He took lyrics, he took songs, and he took the lyrics in a different direction completely. I mean, before Bob Dylan came along, people were singing about bubblegum and polka dot bikinis, and Bob Dylan wrote lyrics which were deep and complex and which really, there was a whole generation of young people who memorized every lyric for every song that Bob Dylan wrote. And he himself said, almost like James Joyce said 100 years ago when he said, university professors will be studying my work for the next 100 years. In a way, Bob Dylan said the same thing, and in a way it is true. I mean, he came up with lyrics like, ain't it just like the night to play tricks when you're trying to be so quiet? So Bob Dylan took the whole American songbook tradition in a completely different direction, and that was recognized 3 years ago when he won the Nobel Prize for Literature for his contribution to the great American songbook. And during the 60s, he was pretty much approached on a certain level, and people wanted him to be the spokesperson for a generation. He was having none of that. He was saying, man, I'm just a songwriter. So he did not go in that direction at all. But his career from 1962 to 1966 was so turbocharged that those 4 years have propelled him for the next 60 years. It's like a rocket ship that has so much jet propulsion, it actually shoots out of the solar system into a different galaxy. This is Mr. Bob Dylan. So let's hear what he has done with his own creation, Make You Feel My Love.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love.
That was a Mr. Bob Dylan, and he is one of a kind, and he's famous across the generations and throughout the whole world. Next, we come to Billy Joel. Billy Joel is another New Yorker. Bob Dylan is an adopted New Yorker. Billy Joel is a native New Yorker. Billy Joel is 10 years younger, and he actually recorded his version a month or two before Bob Dylan's release. So he has his own style. Let's see what Billy Joel does with it.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm fear, and there is no one there to dry your tears. I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
Billy Joel, that was a very decent performance. Billy Joel exploded onto the scene in the late 70s with Uptown Girl, and he's very famous in his own right. Next, we will be doing Adele. Adele is a current superstar, and she, on her first album, did all her own songs except for this one. This is the only song that she featured which she did not write herself. So again, many artists across the generations show great respect to Mr. Bob Dylan.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, and I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
That was Adele, very distinctive voice. She's a superstar in her own right, and she's one of the singers who Angelina Jordan is often compared to. Angelina Jordan often is said to sound like a cross between Adele and Amy Winehouse, and really good version from her. Next, we will be going to Bryan Ferry. Bryan Ferry was a massive star in the 70s alongside of David Bowie. He was a bit of a heartthrob, and this song is from his album Dylan-esque. He has a whole album of only Bob Dylan covers, which again is a sign of immense respect to Mr. Bob Dylan.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
That's Bryan Ferry. Pure respectfulness and a very decent version. He's a very difficult persona than he was 40 years ago, but then we all are, aren't we? Next, we will be doing Pink. She is a pop star from Texas. She probably was at the height of her career maybe 10, 15 years ago. Her version is different again.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
Pink, originally from Texas. Next, we have a very unusual choice. This one is a Mr. Garth Brooks. Now, I normally do not go anywhere near the world of country music. In his version, he actually does really well. I think this, other than Angelina Jordan, this might just be my favorite version because he brings something different to it, and he something special the way he does this song. Have a listen.
When the rain's blowing in your face
and the whole world is on your case, I would offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one to dry your tears, I would hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
I like that version. I like the way he has this little tremolo to his voice. It doesn't feel very country western, but he does a really good version of that song. Next, we finally hit a level playing field. We find someone who is in their own front room with their own guitar, without any great elaborate production. And this is exactly how Angelina Jordan performs. And so we find someone who is able to have the same type of setup as Angelina Jordan. Now, with this song, a famous superstar. His name is Ed Sheeran. Let us see how he gets on.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I can offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there's no one left to dry your tears, so I can hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love.
That was Ed Sheeran. I don't think that's his best performance, and that shows his naked talent. But this is the same situation that Angelina Jordan is. She is in her front room with a stripped down production situation. And Angelina Jordan's up next. We're doing her whole song because this is an Angelina Jordan channel. And we are going to see why she is a wonderful, wonderful singer.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars
She could melt butter off an iceberg.
and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind we belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue. I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love.
something else.
The storm are raging on the rolling ain't nothing like me, yeah. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the end of the earth for you, to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love.
Wow, 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 wow. This is why I'm an Angelina Jordan reaction person, because she has quality like this. I mean, she's contrasting against Bob Dylan, she's contrasting against Adele, and a performance like this, it's just out of sight. Out of sight. I actually don't think Angelina Jordan's mindset is one of competition. I think that is a foreign word to her. I think she just loves to sing. She comes across a song she likes and she sings. And it's not really fair for us to compare her to other artists, because she's just singing. That's all she wants to do. Okay, gang, I'm out of here. We have more ideas coming up. We have more videos coming up. You take care. Bye.